Here's the thing, drivers buy on trust, and trust starts with reviews. With Podium, getting more reviews for your dealership is as easy as sending a text, and more than 60,000 businesses trust Podium to help them compete and win locally every day.
This is Automotive Industry News.
Welcome to another edition of Automotive Industry News. I'm Stacy King. Our top stories: Global CEO Jim Hallett discusses the future of auto auctions, and Hyundai might have the ultimate Christmas present for a child who loves cars. But first, a quick update of what's happening around the auto industry. The certified pre-owned market is still the hottest segment of the auto industry. Cox Automotive's recent analysis of motor intelligence data showed CPO sales in October rose 4% from September and 1% from a year ago. October was the fourth time in the past 5 months that CPO sales were up year over year. Overall used vehicle sales were down 5% from October 2019. After a hot summer of rapidly rising used car prices, trade-in values finally began to cool off in October, according to research from Edmunds. The average value for all vehicles traded in last month fell 3.3% from September, and the average value of a 3-year-old vehicle dropped 1.7%. Edmunds analyst Ivan Drury said, "Values have reached a tipping point and are beginning to return to normal levels." And while Americans might have strong differences in politics, a recent study found politics have no impact when it comes to how consumers buy cars. A Cox Automotive survey taken just before the election found Democrats and Republicans were almost identical in their car shopping habits, with about 80% completing the purchase at the dealership, more than 60% buying a brand they've had before, and 35% returning to buy from a dealership they've bought from before. The only major difference seems to be in how they shop online, with Democrats more likely to use third-party sites, while Republicans are more likely to use dealer websites. More in just a moment.
Want more reviews from your customers? Podium makes it as easy as sending a text. Even better, it's free. Look, you have plenty of happy customers. They're just busy. That's why Podium works. You send a text, they click the link, and it takes them directly to Google or Facebook to leave a review in less than 30 seconds. It's almost too easy. No more hoping for email invites to get opened. No more asking your customers in vain. More actually getting reviews. With Podium, the average business doubles the amount of reviews they get each month. And even a small change can have a big impact in your search ranking, which means more people calling, messaging, and driving to your business. Just go to podium.com/free reviews to get started in minutes.
Early this month, Automotive News quoted Global Chairman and CEO Jim Hallett as telling the auction services company's investors, "We are 100% digital and we have no plans to return to running cars." While the COVID-19 pandemic forced auto auctions to go all in on digital sales, what will happen when it's over? What does the future of the auction industry look like? Jim joins us now to help answer those questions. Good morning, Jim. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Stacy. It's good to be with you.
Recently, you were quoted in Automotive News as saying, "We are 100% digital and we have no plans to return to running cars." Can you expand on what that means for the future of Global and the auto auction industry? Are physical auctions now a thing of the past?
Digital is the future. As you take a look around, you can see more and more companies are going through a digital transformation in the way they conduct their business. And I don't think that's any different for the wholesale business, and it's really no different for the retail automobile business. As you look at it, it's faster, it's safer, it's easier, and it's more transparent. And for both the buyer and the seller. So really, everybody wins with a digital platform. You're selling into a much, much broader geography. I think it's just a natural evolution of how the world works.
So much has changed for the auction industry in such a short time, but the shift to digital was already happening. How much did the pandemic accelerate that shift?
This digital transformation has been going on for a number of years. And quite frankly, I would tell you that cars has been leading the way. We have several platforms that are digital platforms, including TradeRev, Backlot Cars, OpenLane, Odessa.com. However, when COVID came along, we were shut down in terms of our operations. There were some states that we were just not permitted to operate a physical auction in because of the social distancing and all the restrictions that were put in place. And as a result, we were forced to go 100% digital. So what COVID did is COVID just accelerated that digital transformation. What we did in 2 or 3 weeks, we're actually planning on doing over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. So just move things along faster. Again, I think it's worked out very, very well.
What impact have all the changes in the industry had on both the operational and the business aspects of your company?
First and foremost, it's safer. Safety's always been a concern for our organization in terms of the number of accidents and injuries that can take place at an auction. So not running cars through auction lanes makes it much more safe for our dealers. I think it really has given dealers access to more inventory. They can sell multiple days of the week, and they can sell from anywhere the car sits. The car could be sitting at their lot, could be sitting on an auction property, it could be sitting in a storage compound. So it just gives the dealers so much more flexibility, and it attracts so many more buyers. In fact, when we went 100% digital here over the course of the last year, we've signed up an additional 20,000 dealers who had never bought a vehicle online before. And more than half of those dealers that have signed up have actually transacted and bought cars since signing up. So I think overall it's been a win-win for both buyers and sellers.
What will auto auctions look like over the next 5 or 10 years?
Auto auctions are not going to go away. They're just going to change what they do. We're not necessarily going to be running vehicles through the lanes. That doesn't happen in the digital world. The fact is, we still have to inventory these cars. We have to image these cars. In many cases, we have to recondition the cars to prepare them for sale, and then we have to marshal the cars back out. So I think the services are going to be a very important component, and the real estate is really what backs that up and makes us a full service company, being able to offer both the digital as well as all the services that dealers have come to expect as well.
Automotive Industry News will be right back.
Want more reviews from your customers? Podium makes it as easy as sending a text. Even better, it's free. Look, you have plenty of happy customers. They're just busy. That's why Podium works. You send a text, they click the link, and it takes them directly to Google or Facebook to leave a review in less than 30 seconds. It's almost too easy. No more hoping for email invites to get opened. No more asking your customers in vain. More actually getting reviews. With Podium, the average business doubles the amount of reviews they get each month. And even a small change can have a big impact in your search ranking, which means more people calling, messaging, and driving to your business. Just go to podium.com/free reviews to get started in minutes.
Yes, it's that time of year. Thanksgiving is over and children's thoughts turn to Christmas. If your little one gets excited about cars and can't wait to drive, Hyundai might just have the perfect gift. The automaker has teased what it's calling its smallest electric vehicle, a miniature version of the 45 concept EV that is scheduled to go into production next year. Hyundai says its little engine that could is powered by 2 electric motors that power it to the blistering speed of 4.3 miles per hour. In keeping with its green heritage, it's constructed from an eco-friendly material, wood. And while the 45 is likely to feature adaptive cruise control, the mini version comes with something that might be even better: emotion adaptive vehicle control. Using EAVC, Hyundai says, quote, "The driver's laughter is believed to fuel the vehicle to travel farther." The little EV is not yet available, but Hyundai said details about how to get this unique mobility experience for young customers will be revealed soon. I'm Stacy King, and thank you for watching this edition of Automotive Industry News.